writers, but I mean, I'm just wondering, those lines you have, the solo are so funny, since, you are in the comedy world, do any of them come from you?
No.
No?
I always get asked that. No, they're all written. Everything I say. And it's fun to approach this as an actor. One of the fun thing for me, one of the dimension of this that's so unique for me is I usually wrote in anything I've done, or if it's comedy, a lot of times there's a lot of flexibility in a comedy script. Usually things get shortened. It's rare. When I first got the script, I kept waiting for the blue pages, and I kept thinking, well, these monologues are going to be just 2 lines, and I won't memorize them because there's no reason to memorize them. And then, I got the blue pages, and there's a date was changed, or something, a city name was changed. I thought, oh man, I'm going to start learning this stuff. But, yeah, no, it's all in there. And then I started studying it like I never study a comedy script. I started really looking at these longer, passages that you don't get in comedy, and asking how do I memorize this? And then you start really reading it, thinking about the character and what he's thinking, what he's trying to do as he talks his way through this, and that's when you notice the really funny lines and the turns in his thought process. Because my character's always trying to, I guess every character is just trying to get what they want, but I think my character more than anybody doesn't give a shit what other people want. Is that true? I don't know how you guys feel about it. But he literally is it's a business proposition. This whole thing, every relationship is how do I get money out of this moment? How do I turn this to my advantage? And it's been fun to approach this as an actor does and study the script and derive my motivations from the writing and learn who this guy is from the writing and do these lines exactly the way they're written and to make it, find the fun in what's being written here. Also, the other thing is, you can't mess with these scripts. I can't. There's always a thought process in this. I mean, these writers, Vince and a team of writers, are working really hard on these things. So there's always it might look like you might see a monologue and think, oh, he just doesn't know what he doesn't have an answer yet. He's wasting time. But even within that, there's something going on. So you have to you can't just throw garbage in there for laughs or something. You know what I mean? Comedy is there's just a lot more flexibility in comedy. And and so no.
Yeah, you can't throw shit in there.
What's amazing is everything Bob just said was written by Vince.
I'm fascinated by this show and by these actors that I get to masquerade amongst. Pretend that I am also briefly Bill Shakespeare. Wait, no, he's a writer, right? He's a famous actor, right? I get to pretend to be one of those people, trotting the boards, as it were.
Don't get too
Do you guys bring your own boards? You bring your own boards? I see you, Brian. You have those boards you carry when you act. Only the best boards for me.
RJ, Walt Jr. When Walt Jr. is talking to his friends about his dad, how does he describe his dad? If a friend asks him, what's your dad like?
Well, in the Walt Jr. world, it's still a high school chemistry teacher. It's really, what's awesome about me is my character. Well, what's awesome about me, what's awesome about my character is that no matter how wild and crazy destruction going on around me, it's still somewhat happy-ish family to me. It really is. And Walt Jr. is just kind of there. like he's just living his life, and unbeknownst that his father's a meth chef, his mom is a smuggler for some money, and well, what's the word? What's the word? Money laundering.
Makes you sound kind of classy.
I just watch out there. But, no, he idolizes his father. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen at the end of the season when everything comes together.
Well, that's a good enough for a better introduction to this next one, which comes from the last episode of season 4, kind of a key moment. Let's run that